Chinese stocks like Alibaba, JD.com, Baidu, and Tencent Holdings have been going through a rough patch. The Chinese Golden Dragon Nasdaq index, which tracks about 98 Chinese companies listed on the US stock exchange, has been on a downward trend. The crackdown by the Chinese regulatory authorities on the largest companies have led to fears among investors. Last year, Alibaba was fined a record $2.75 billion for antitrust moves. The Ant Financial IPO had also been cancelled. The Chinese ride-hailing giant Didi had its IPO recently in the United States. The Chinese cybersecurity officials asked Didi app to stop accepting new customers, and also the app was taken down from the App Store. The company could still fulfill rights for existing users. Didi has about 90% market share in China and is looking to expand in Southeast Asia and Europe. As if the crackdown by Chinese regulatory authorities was not enough, SEC chairman has also warned that if Chinese companies do not comply and hand over their financial statements for US regulators to analyze, they could face a risk of delisting as soon as 2024. This is not just limited to big internet companies like Alibaba, Baidu, JD.com, but it also expands to the EV companies like NIO, XPeng. So what does this regulatory environment mean for investors? Is it a good idea to buy Chinese stocks now because they are cheaper? Or will the investors face a risk of losing their investments? In the middle of this environment, we've seen that value investors like Charlie Munger, Ray Dalio, and Monish Pabrai have been gobbling up Chinese shares, especially in Alibaba. Also, whenever any dip happens in these Chinese stocks, retail investors are stepping up and buying up shares. This has held the support for Chinese shares. Just the past week, the most highly bought shares were NIO, XPeng, and Alibaba, and they featured among the top 6 shares that were bought by investors. The institutional investors are dumping shares because they fear that the crackdowns will lead to delisting or lack of growth. This is a very peculiar activity that institutional investors have been dropping the shares and retail investors are purchasing them. Just before the coronavirus pandemic hit, the retail investors were not on the picture. But now, retail investors are a force to reckon with. Especially, we have seen how the shares of GameStop and AMC have behaved once retail investors have stepped up and started purchasing. A recent example is of Luckin Coffee. It was compared to Starbucks of China, and the stock price jumped from $10 to $60. There were reports surfaced that there were widespread accounting scandals that happened and the projections were inflated. As soon as that happened, the stock fell like a brick, and later it got delisted from the Nasdaq and started trading on the OTC stocks. So is it a good idea now to invest in Chinese stocks and follow the footsteps of giant value investors, or just stay away because there is so much uncertainty? I think there are 3 scenarios that may happen. The first is that the regulatory authorities in China will clamp down further on these companies and not let them grow. The stocks have been picked up by investors because there was a huge growth story attached to China. Only 10% of the Chinese were using the internet when these companies went public. But now, almost 60 to 70% of the population uses the internet for their daily activities. And the companies have taken this opportunity and captured the growth market in China. But if this growth story ends, then these stocks will not be growth stocks anymore. They'll be value stocks. And in fact, I can say they'll be deep value stocks. So in that case, if there is no growth story, would you like to purchase a company that is selling for 20 times earnings? Obviously not. For value stocks, a good measure is maybe less than 10 P by E. On a value story, you cannot purchase Chinese stocks. The other scenario that can happen is that these stocks could get delisted from the Nasdaq. In that case, the stock price does not go to zero, but rather the stocks start trading on the OTC, over the counter. The disadvantage of this is that big institutional investors like pension funds and insurance companies can no longer purchase these stocks. They need to purchase stocks that are listed on the New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq or the Dow. So that will lead to a lack of liquidity among the stocks. The retail investors can still buy and sell these stocks, but that liquidity will be missing. And these are huge billion-dollar companies, more than $500-600 billion in case of Alibaba. So if there is no liquidity for these stocks, it will be very hard to trade big blocks of stocks. The third scenario that can happen is that everything goes back to normal. The Chinese authorities cool down and the SEC also takes back its stance, and then things go back to the way they were a year ago. In that case, there will be a huge upside in these stocks because these stocks are right now trading close to value stocks. They'll again go back to their highs, and investors could easily see about 70 to 80% upside from the current levels. What do we do now in this kind of environment? Should we go ahead and buy the dips in these stocks, or should we wait for certainty to see how the environment will play out? Personally, I would stay away from investing in these stocks, because if you look at the trend lines on the technical analysis for all these stocks, the trend has been clearly downwards. The major support levels have been breached. When that happens, they can fall even 10 to 20% further than the current levels. So what about this electric vehicle stocks like NIO and XPeng, which are backed by the Chinese government? The same thing was true for even Alibaba, which was the darling among the Chinese government. But see what happened in a couple of years. So right now, even though the government backs these electric vehicle stocks, the story may not be true a couple of years down the line. So even though there is a huge growth attached to NIO, but still there is a huge risk in purchasing these stocks. Now, right now in the stock market, there are many opportunities and you can buy stocks. At least I would stay away from these stocks until the environment clears up and things become certain. I have analyzed the Alibaba and Baidu stocks on my channel with a detailed fundamental and technical analysis, and you should find them on the end screen here. I hope you will check out those videos. I'll be releasing videos weekly, and I appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel and support the channel. Thank you for watching.